What's going on? Welcome to the Morning Tea. I'm Alex Schiffman, and I am joined by the amazing, wonderful, and fabulous Courtney Revolution.
Good morning. I am Courtney Revolution. Good morning to the Tea Tribe. Welcome to the Morning Tea. Hey, good morning, Alex. How you feeling today? How you doing?
I am feeling well. It's Tequila Tuesday, and I know that later in the show, I'm about to have some tequila, so I am feeling good. How are you feeling, Courtney?
I'm doing real, Alex. Truthfully, I have something I want to say, not like in an extra dramatic way. I have something that I want to address as soon as you ask me what I did last night.
Well, I mean, with that little tease, let's get right into it. What did you do last night, Courtney?
Okay, well, I didn't do nothing last night, but I want to I want to say to the D Tribe, listen, I already know that y'all think that we gonna sit up here and talk about Justin and Selena, but we're not. Can I clue you in real quick, Alex? Because it's this important. Basically, what happened was Justin put a picture up. I think it was up on his Instagram story of him. I guess he was like in some sort of vehicle, and he had up the HBO Max like menu screen. And Alex, when I tell you the slither of the corner of the screen was Selena plus Chef. Now, y'all, I have HBO. It was not the continued watching list. Justin did not do this on purpose. It is very dramatic, and it's nothing.
Right.
Like, can you not watch HBO Max? Like obviously Selena is like the flagship show right now, so obviously it's going to be on the menu. So no fire, no smoke. What did you do, Alex Schiffman?
But I mean, I have to speak on that because I saw that as well. I heard all the mess. People are just being messy. I mean, at the end of the day, HBO Max is a new platform. There is a very good chance that Justin Bieber is watching HBO Max just like any one of us. But, you know, people just can't move on. It'll always be something. People want to relive that memory and that relationship forever. But what if he just wanted to watch a little Friends or, you know, a little something else on that? What about that?
Maybe he wanted to watch Legendary and get down to the key. You never know, girl. You never know.
Do a little Vogue on a Monday night. We all do a little Vogue on a Monday night.
Yes, girl.
Well, yes. So anyway, everyone that wants to create the mess, we're here to tell you that we don't think that's true, right?
Yeah, no mess. So y'all know if it was mess, we would come here and talk about it. So no mess. I just wanted to address it at the top of the show, so we're not. So when I glance over at the chat, it's not. What about Justin and Selena? Or like Justin was stalking Selena because he wasn't. Relax.
Totally. I hear you. But speaking of the chat and the Tea Tribe, you know, Courtney, we have people watching from all over the world, and every morning we like to give a little check-in, and we want the Tea Tribe to let us know where are you watching from. Tell us in the chat. We love to hear it. Oh my gosh, we have someone from Bermuda today, here from Australia. Tell us. We want to know everything. We love to hear. Someone from Mexico. Yeah.
Whether you're near or you're far, tell us where you are right now.
Exactly. We are both in LA, as we are every single day. And that may be exciting to some. However, I think Bermuda, Mexico, and Australia sound a little better than LA right now to me. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. Alex, did you hear that the power is going out, girl? Because it's so hot here, the power is going out. Rolling power outages, sis. They're trying to turn it back on over in Laverne Park. Yeah.
Right?
For those of y'all that are in LA, it's very, very hot here. Girl, you know where I live, girl. On my side of town, it's even hotter. So y'all know I'm definitely already wasn't leaving the house. Now I'm definitely agoraphobic, girl. That door is staying shut and locked.
Exactly. Courtney's a little inland. I'm on the west side, so I get a little ocean breeze, so I don't get as hot. But like where I'm from in the valley, Calabasas, it gets up to like 120. So I know how hot the summer can get, and it's about you gotta stay inside, Courtney. Don't leave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, girl. You won't gotta worry about that.
Yes. We have some Tea Tribe members from Flushing, Queens, New York City, Kentucky. Oh, thank you. Brittany is complimenting my shirt. We got another Zara shirt, little fashionista. We're talking about some fashion designers today, so I thought I'd put on my best fashion gear.
Yeah.
California. Celine said her power went out yesterday. Oh no, Celine.
Oh no, Celine, stay safe and stay cool. Hopefully there's a cooling
Yes,
center in your area, girl.
I know. Carrie, of course, is in the Bahamas. Love it. I love how she has hashtag Bahama Boss next to her name. Like, Carrie, you couldn't be cooler.
Damn.
And then we got
Yeah.
D-Tay watching from the Philippines. Lisa's coming from Scotland, Venice Beach, California. Okay, Patricia, you're close to me. We got a little West Sider, holler. And then Chicago. Nice. Woo-hoo.
Shout out to Chicago. Also, shout out to Angie. Angie finally made it live. She says, yes, love you, Belle. But we love you too, Angie. We're glad you made it live. Bam.
Yes. And then, of course, we got our girl Mika in the chat from Nebraska. So let's do a little 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tea ya. And we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Go, Mika. Happy Tequila Tuesday to Mika. Hey, it's always nice to meet you, girl.
Yes. Happy Tequila Tuesday to Mika and the rest of the Tea Tribe. Still let us know in the chat where you're coming from. Oh, we have someone from Canada today. The Caribbean. Julesy lives on an island in Florida, south of NASA Satellite Beach. Sounds like somewhere I want to be.
Yeah, right? On an island, girl. Island styling.
Kansas City, Missouri. We have someone from Uganda. Wow. I love to hear how international we are. Exactly.
You can watch all over the world, girl.
All over the world, and they want to hear all the tea we have to spill. So let's break down what's on the show today. Here's what's coming up, guys. So you won't want to miss our OMT, of course. It's all about the drama unfolding at the Ellen DeGeneres show. So stick around for that later. But up first, of course, it's our You Missed It segment, the trending news you might have missed. And we're talking about Gabrielle Union is resetting in a hot new bikini photo. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. And we're going to talk about how we reset. You know, we got to always reset. We work a lot, so we need to reset sometimes. Plus, there are some reality stars defending Kylie Jenner after Project Runway alum Michael Costello slammed her. We talked about that previously. We know there is a lot of tea to spill on that. And then, speaking of reality stars, Todd Chrisley has a new look, which sparks the Real Housewives to even comment. I mean, you got to see this photo. I can't even believe it's him. Have you seen the picture, Courtney?
I have seen the picture of Todd.
Okay. We're going to get into that. But stick around for that. And then, of course, another TikTok star, Bryce Hall, threw a birthday bash. We kind of touched on it yesterday, but we're going to talk about more into it. Comment if you know who that is. And then Kanye West wants to create Jesus Talk. Speaking of TikTok, he is transforming TikTok into the new TikTok, Jesus Talk. I know, Courtney, it's just crazy. All that plus our daily couples Thera-Tea and, of course, our Card Jenner tea time. But I think it's about time for You Missed It. So let's pour up that hot water because we got some tea to spill before we spill our tequila.
You got it, girl. Let me get it nice.
Let's do it. Pour up that green. We're about
I actually have white peach orchard or white peach white organic tea from Trader Joe's. That's what I have today. Bam.
Yes.
Cheers,
peach white organic.
I haven't tried
tea. Sounds like a Bellini, Courtney.
It smells good, girl. Hang on. Hold on, yes. Mr. Joe. Now you might have did something with these herbs and spices. Hold on, let me take a sip, girl.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a little peach tea. That sounds amazing. I love peach iced tea, so I know that it hot probably tastes just as good. Right? Good, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into You Missed It, and kicking it off is this story about Gabrielle Union, who shared a bikini photo on a boat during her summer vacay, and she simply put reset in the caption. She looks amazing. I mean, what a body on that girl. Check this out.
Hey.
Chaka showed photos with her husband, Dwayne Wade, and the kids. She looks fabulous. Doesn't this look like a nice way to reset and end the summer? I mean, this, like we talked about earlier, I just want to be on a beach have a little pina colada and just chill, right? Like, doesn't that sound great?
Yeah. They look calm. They look relaxed. They look like they're not reading internet comments. I love to see it. Because you know how the internet
Right?
is with the way. Y'all need to leave that
How do
family alone.
Courtney, how do you reset and relax? Like, I know we're working all the time, so I know we don't have a lot of time to reset. But when you do get, a little time to reset your life, what do you like to do?
Well, Alex, truthfully, I don't reset. The last time I had a reset and it was the first time I had a reset in like a decade, truthfully, without exaggeration, was when I went on vacation back in February. I went to like a social media event, which I go to these events like twice or three times a year. But this particular one, I went to the event, I did everything I was obligated to do, but then me and my friends stayed like an extra week. And that was like the first vacation I've taken in like 10 years. So that was the last time I reset. I leave the state and I turn all my notifications off. Oh, I guess that's a mini reset. Y'all have heard me say that once the show is done, and all my work for the day is done, I turn all my notifications off. Twitter, the messages, Instagram. I don't want to hear from nobody. Leave me alone until it's time for me to do what I got to do the next day. So does that count as a reset?
Right. 100%. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I think that turning off your phone, or vacation, going to see family, there are many ways to reset. I think I love a good vacation, as I've mentioned, but it gives you time to just separate yourself, be in a new environment, and kind of reset, for lack of better words. T-Tribe, let us know. What is your favorite way to reset in the chat? I love a good spa day too, but that, you need a little coin for that. But also, I can go in my bedroom and take a quick little bath with a candle, put some Brain FM meditation on, and reset that way too. And that's free. So...
Alex, real quick though, y'all might want to put y'all coin together. If you really going through it, you might want to start the rainy day fund. And put a couple pennies to the side so that you could treat yourself to the spa day. When you finally had enough, girl, when you ready to blow your top, girl, that's when you glance over at Miss Piggy in the bank, and you break her on open and you treat yourself. Also can be called the treat yourself fund, whatever you choose.
100%. I mean, massages, like, scientifically are really, really good for your mind and your body and your muscles. I mean, there is science behind a spa day. It's not just all bougie and fun. Like, it really is a great, great thing for people to do. So yes, like you said, if you need to save a little money for it, it's totally worth it for your rainy day fund. But yeah, let us know. Oh, Claudia says reset being alone.
Same.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on. Do you hear something?
Girl, I hear Amy Cassandra. Shout out to Amy Cassandra. Y'all want the celebrity news bites because Amy Cassandra is that girl. So y'all better be supporting the celebrity news bites. All of the young ladies that do those.
I was like, God.
I said that Amy Cassandra in my brain. I said that don't sound like my Leo earpiece.
Yes, that's one of our Celeb News Bites hosts. Check her out after, but stay here for our tea first. But yes, we heard a little Amy. That was cute. Shelly says her show, our show is her reset. Love that. Christina says a little book and tea. Yeah, good book. Brienne says her reset is floating the river. Shout out to the floaters. That sounds fun. Nicole says mommy privacy day, or heck, even a nap with the baby. I'll take that. Oh, shout out to the mom tribe. I know you love a reset, right?
Yeah, you need a little R&R.
Yes. Okay, well, moving on. You may remember we talked about how Project Runway alum Michael Costello slammed Kylie Jenner for only promoting big brands and established designers. Well, listen to this news. So reality TV star Lala Kent from Vanderpump Rules has entered the chat and claps back to him on Instagram saying, quote, "What a clown. This dude, I literally blew him up to make my custom wedding dress. He would have gotten all the tags and ats he's talking about because I'm not big enough. So cool out, Costello. You do the same beat." So Michael Costello, in retaliation, shared a screenshot of a text message exchange between him and Lala's wedding planner. And it said, quote, "You wanted us to dress you well and we passed. dress you and we passed. You didn't want to buy anything. We also confirmed an appointment for you and it was a no-show. Why are you complaining a whole year later? God bless. Then another reality TV star, Savannah Chrisley, also remembers a time when Michael wouldn't dress her either. So do you think Michael's getting caught for doing the same thing he criticized Kylie for? Or how do you feel about this, Courtney?
First of all, I'm laughing. Gabby is talking about don't tell my teachers, but I'm just checking in on y'all. Gabby, now you better pay attention to that schoolwork, girl. We gotta keep your grades up, girl. Honestly, Alex, they need to leave this man alone. I feel like the two delay. If y'all are not big enough to be dressed by Michael Costello, what does that have to do with Kylie putting some tags? Like, what does that have to do? It kind of comes off like they're just trying to include their names in with a Kar Jenner story because they're so massively popular. And so I'm like, who cares? Don't watch Vanderpump Rules. On all of her Kents can go over there. And Michael Costello can obviously choose to dress who he wants to dress. I do think that it is fair once you're dressed by someone to tag that individual, going back to Kylie and Kim and the family. So they need to mind their business.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be and I absolutely love Lala and I love the Chrisleys. I'm a fan of both shows. And I'm a fan of Michael Costello. I interviewed him back in the day. He's a really sweet guy, very talented, and I love his dresses. So no shade to anyone, but I feel like these are kind of different because when you dress someone, a lot of the times designers give you a free dress, and that's different necessarily than tagging someone. I agree that Kylie should tag everyone, and any celebrity for that matter should tag everyone involved if they have a large platform for that. However, I don't think these necessarily correlate. You know what I mean? Like it's not like Michael didn't tag Lala in a post that maybe she's wearing one of his dresses. It would, or Savannah, that would be different. But these don't necessarily go side by side for me. So they're just kind of.
It's so weird, Alex. I had to dig back into my brain. Now that we're talking about Michael Costello, and I just realized that I know someone that was dressed by Michael Costello, and they only had good things to say about him. So this is like so weird that people are like they're being upset that they were not dressed. Yeah. That person only had good things to say. So I was, bye. I'll talk to one I know over like some celebrity that's out, just making noise to make noise,
Exactly. Well, speaking of the Chrisley family, there is more Chrisley news. We got 2 Chrisley stories on the docket today. T-Tribe, let us know in the chat if you're a fan of Chrisley Knows Best. Obviously, he's a character. The whole family is hilarious. It's a very entertaining show. But we're talking about Todd Chrisley, who's the patriarch of the show. He posted a selfie on Instagram, and it has everyone shook. Look at this photo. He appears to have a much more youthful look. Even the Real Housewives are chiming in. Lisa Rinna wrote, "You look 12." Tamra Judge from Real House of OC says, "You look 18." A fan wrote, "Did you use filters on this photo or have you had a facelift?" So Todd is very open that he likes Botox and facials, but denied any plastic surgery. He is 51 years old, let me just say. Courtney, what do you think about this photo?
Sonia, what's her face? Got a facelift, right?
Yes, exactly. And she looks great.
Yeah, so go off. Come on, Toddy. He looks young and fresh, and he looks like a Cabbage Patch doll, which is what I feel like that's probably what he was going for. So, if the fans love his new face, then I am all here for it. Come on, Mr. Chrisley.
I don't know. It's very difficult for me to see that and not think possibly he used a filter. Because I wish we had a side by side so you can see him in 2 different photos because he looks dramatically different. And no shade to filters or anything like that, because do what you want to do on social media. But that looks dramatically different. Yeah, Abby's saying he looks 20. Music Lover says, "New face, who dis? He looks great." I mean, he does look great, whatever he's doing. Karina, he's 51. She's saying, "Wait, hold up. Can I see that photo again?" He's 51 years old. Brittany says, "No shade, but he looks exactly like his daughter now." I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy. So whatever he's getting done, we need the number because he's looking 20 years old again. It's Benjamin Button all over.
Listen, I don't need the number, but if you are 50 and concerned with wanting to look like you're about to go to prom, then go off. If you got the coin, right? Like, go off.
Yeah,
Todd, Chrisley.
exactly. Exactly. Oh my God. Well, let's turn the convo to a massive birthday party happening again during this pandemic. This time it's TikTok influencer Bryce Hall. We kind of talked about it yesterday. What are you laughing about, Courtney?
I'm laughing. Alex, girl, let's just drag Bryce Hall in the stupid party, girl.
Okay. So, as you guys must have heard by now, over the weekend, he threw this like massive party for his 21st birthday. YouTuber Def Noodles, who has come to be like the shade account for all these influencers, posted a video of the party on Twitter. Clearly, this party had no regards to the virus. Check this out. This is not 6 feet apart. This is not 10 people. Harry Jowsey, the guy linked to Kylie's BFF Stassi and Francesca Farrago from Too Hot to Handle, also party kind of part of the friend group now. Like Harry is involved. He hangs out with Little Huddy a lot. It's very interesting how he's kind of like joined them. But Bryce is rumored to, of course, be romantically linked to TikTok star Addison Rae. They've been on and off. Supposedly they were back together, but insiders didn't say if she was there or not. There's rumors that she surprised him later, and I guess there were strippers, all this crazy stuff, and like I don't think Addison was happy, but of course this is just all speculation. Do you think he'll apologize for this, or do you think this is another day in their world?
If he apologized, girl, I won't believe it or care.
Yeah.
What the reason why my face looks like this, y'all, is not because I'm angry or because I hate influencers or because I hate TikTok. It's because I know for a fact, unfortunately, Alex, one of them is gonna die. Keep it real. And what's bothering me is that people that watch this program will expect me to sit up here and like boohoo with you and be sensitive to it, knowing that we are sitting here for weeks now covering that people are just completely disregarding other people's health. So truthfully, I could care less. I hope they all get sick because y'all don't care about my life or the lives of the people in the country. So keep doing what you do. I want to give them all a pat on the back. Tana Mojo, James Charles, all the Sway kids, girl, pile up in that house because I really, it's like watching a kid put their hand on the stove and you go, "Ooh, didn't you feel that heat? Aren't you burnt? Why would you do that again?" Now, the second or fourth time, same people. It's like the same groups of people, Alex. It's not even different people. It's the same groups of people doing the same stuff over and over and over again. I bet you by next week, Nikita will do something and we'll have an apology from her. So, like, what do we care for? Like, why do we keep giving these people a platform for? Just so that I can set myself up to be dragged when I sit up here and say that I don't care when one of them dies. Truthfully.
Yeah.
And you don't have to agree, audience. You really truthfully don't have to agree or feel a certain way about how I'm feeling. You guys just have to understand that I have a 14-year-old brother that watches these kinds of like TikTok houses and stuff. And he gets afraid like when he sees these parties. And then when him and I talk, it's like, well, how come they can go out and do whatever they want and I can't? You get what I'm saying? So it goes a little bit further for me than me just like hating TikTok or, me calling Addison Rae some white girl. They don't care. So why should I?
Yeah, it's like at this point they've had enough information about this virus pandemic, and they really have just chosen to not listen to it. So they're taking that risk. And like you said, though, they do have platforms. They have people that look up to them. They are role models to some people. And so that's a lot of pressure, but that's something that they entered in on themselves. So they have to be aware of that. And I don't know if parents aren't involved or, I'm sure they have managers. Someone should be advising them otherwise. Mm-hmm. However, he just turned 21. I can think about some of my guy friends at 21 years old that wouldn't listen to this also. So we have to remember that they are 21 years old at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So we can say that. But Tyler Oakley, who called out people and literally added them before, did the same thing again to many of them that attended this party. So Tyler Oakley deserves an award because he's really saving the world one influencer at a time, one party at a time.
Yeah. I feel like, Alex, if you old enough to be able to get up on the phone and call a stripper to come in and dance on somebody, or if you're old enough to go on sit to the app and order alcohol and go outside and show your ID, then you're old enough to understand how selfish you're acting. And
Yeah.
just to be transparent with y'all, there are some people that I know that I'm friendly with that were at that party. You get what I'm saying? And that goes for them,
Right.
for their dumb too. You get what I'm saying? When I see them at playlist, or if I'm ever out again, I'm gonna be like, and you was the one at Bryce Hall party, because I will, like, I don't care. So yeah, they all trash. Let me just say it and be frank. They all trash for doing that. And every creator that does it after them, I'll sit up here if we have to do another TikTok story, and I'll call them trash again, because that's what they're acting like. Go off, Oscar Grouches.
It's unfortunate because they should just do better. At the end of the day, they should do better. They have a lot of eyes on them, and they should do better. This is not good. And a rumor, you have to hear this, Courtney. So I did see online that the mayor possibly was going to turn off their power or water if they kept partying. But people are denying, saying that's not true. But could you imagine? They're like, oh, you don't want to listen? Well, now you can't throw a party without water.
Let me tell you what the mayor needs to do. He need to get word of the party, girl, and then he need to turn the power off at their house, and then send the cops, girl, who don't got a mask on, because you getting locked up. Strippers too. Whew, don't let me be the mayor of nowhere, because they would be in the cell. Totally. Good night.
Right. Karina's saying 21 isn't an excuse. I'm 21 and I'm following the guidelines. You don't see me throwing big parties. And if I'm near anyone, I know for a fact they do not have coronavirus and have been tested. I love this, Karina. You know, it's important for everyone to follow the guidelines. And yeah, you know, age is an excuse. I'm just saying that sometimes I feel like people, you know, celebrities in general disregard that they're very young a lot of the times when we're talking about them. So think about some of the mistakes you made as a child. I'm not saying it's right. I think they should do better, but you got to take that into account. But maybe this is a solution for the kids watching TikTok, because Kanye said he's praying he can collaborate with TikTok to create a more kid and Christian-friendly outlet. So apparently he was scrolling through some content on TikTok and then tweeted, quote, "A vision just came to me, Jesus talk. I was watching TikTok with my daughter, and as a Christian father, I was disturbed by a lot of the content, but I completely love the technology." He followed up with this tweet saying, "We pray we can collaborate with TikTok to make a Christian monitored version that feels safe and young children and the world in Jesus' name. Amen." T-Tribe, are you ready for a Jesus talk? Do you like this idea of Kanye's, or do you think it's not going to work?
Alex, great idea, I guess, in theory. Jesus talk, ma'am, that's not going to work. That's not. How about this, Alex? Why couldn't Kanye just make a call to like the makers of TikTok and say, "Hey, can we have a parental control?" Right. Like exactly. Little extra filter option, something like that. Why do we got to spend millions to make a whole new app that ain't no one really going to use like that, or use for like 2 weeks and then have to tick?
Right. I mean, I hear his concern about, you know, his daughter scrolling through TikTok, because let me just say, there's a lot of content on TikTok that the average, how old is North? I think she's 8 now, shouldn't be seeing. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of music that they play on it also that maybe, you know, have words or have content in it that young kids may not know about yet. So I understand a parental kind of control on it, but I mean, TikTok's not going to be, I mean, Jesus, like what content would be on? I mean, it's great. It's amazing for people that are very serious about their faith and want to see that. But I feel like a lot of that content is out there. You know, there's YouTube channels, there's all different ways that you can kind of create or watch that kind of and consume that type of content. But
Alex,
yeah.
I think that, I wish that Kanye would just focus on giving us more sketches from the Yeezy Gap collection. I wish he would do that instead. Like when I see a tweet notification and I see that little blue circle from Kanye, I'm like, ooh, I hope it's another sketch or like another cheese wedge shoe. And then I click it and it's help.
Yeah. And I mean, we can't like lie about the fact that it is kind of funny that he's disturbed by the content on TikTok, but not disturbed by some of the things he may have said in his Twitter rant or some of the allegations. You know what I mean? So it's, some say it's a little hypocritical, and I think that yeah, I get it. But Wesley's saying people on Jesus Talk will be singing, if you happy and you know it, bless your friends. Hey, that's some positive content. That's a good, we all want to be blessed. So
there's an audience for it. It just won't be the majority is all. And we just have to be realistic about that.
Right. Where TikTok caters to, mainstream. Yes, but let's move on from Jesus Talk because, well, not Jesus Talks. We can always talk about that. But let's focus on this couples Thera-Tea because it's time to get into some of our favorite couples. Speaking of our first couple is Cody Simpson. Oh, actually, we're talking about Britney Spears first up because Britney Spears' boyfriend wants you to know that she's okay. Spears amid Free Britney movement. Some fans are speculating that some of her social media is old. Like everyone is very, very worried and about Britney. This is not going away. But it looks like her boyfriend wants everyone to know she's okay. So Britney's boyfriend interrupted her yesterday in this video he posted on Instagram. Take a look at it right now.
From you guys, where's Britney? Where is this? Where is that? Show us her. So I'm going to show it to you.
Okay. So basically, for those that are now tuning in, this is Britney Spears' boyfriend, and it's the Pink Panther is playing behind him, and he's going to sneak up on Britney in this video and see what she's doing. And then you see him at the end, he pans quickly, and there's Britney basically just filming TikToks, and he makes a little joke about it. So,
oh my God.
Right? I know. So a lot of people, he's assuring fans that Britney is okay and posting up-to-date content on her own free will. What do you think about this, Courtney? Do you think that this video proves that Britney's okay and she's posting up-to-date content?
I think it proves that Britney has great taste in men. Wesley, get in my head. Literally, Wesley's in the chat saying, with a man like that, I'd be okay too. Period. Wesley. Listen, today, Britney is fine. Because, listen, Sam told us Britney is fine. Britney is fine for today. Now, right. Should something go wrong with Britney or she burn a wing of the house down, then we know something is not okay. I do think it would be helpful, to be honest, and take it a little bit more seriously. I think it would be better if Britney just randomly went on live at 3 o'clock in the morning and was like, look, midnight snack. Only her core fans are going to have her notifications on like that. So I would rather wake up, girl, and we get a Britney was eating ice cream, in her kitchen at 4 a.m. and her just being live, just being, regular Britney. Or if Britney is struggling, then we don't need to see that. Then I would rather her just not be on social media.
Right. Isabel says, I want Britney to tell us why she is okay. Or I guess if she is okay, why is her boyfriend and brother speaking on behalf of her well-being? I agree. I think it's a little insensitive of a video. This Free Britney movement, it isn't a joke. The people that started it actually feel like there is something wrong and Britney is somewhat held captive under this conservatorship. So it's a little weird that he's kind of mocking it with the Pink Panther sound. He's being detective and everything. However, if Britney is okay and we're at the butt end of the joke, then they're just having fun and laughing on their end. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he isn't making fun of it. Maybe he's saying, you guys are all crazy. Britney's fine.
Alex, and this may be a weird question, and y'all, T-Tribe, please feel free to weigh in. Is Britney just an auntie? How moms and grandmas, what an auntie selfie looks like, or what a mom TikTok looks like. It might not be the most how we would do it. Is that part of what's going on here? Is Britney just And she's literally a mom. So like, is it safe to speculate that she's maybe struggling with her mental health a little? And on top of that, she's just a mom doing mom things. Do we forget that she is a mom sometimes?
Right. I think,
Are her kids embarrassed? We talked about that yesterday. Are they embarrassed and that's why she keeps doing it? Just curious to know what y'all think or how y'all feel about that.
Yeah, I agree. I think at the end of the day, you know, we don't know what's going on, but it was just a weird kind of thing for Sam to do because, like you've said many times on the show, Courtney, like we want to hear from Sam. Like people are dying to hear from him, and this is his kind of video he puts out. It's just weird, right?
I said, "Ooh, Sam, now good work." Y'all said, "Courtney, stop looking at me. Like, stop it." My bad, y'all. Girl, as far as I'm concerned, Sam said Brittany good. I got my answer. Y'all not fed? I'm full.
Exactly. But on that note, until we have any more insight into this movement, let's move on to this news because this is fun news. Katy Perry. Oh, okay. We are talking still about okay, we're getting to Cody and Miley. Who appears to be doing just fine without Miley because paparazzi caught him on the beach with several girls and it looks a little flirty between them. Some people aren't surprised because it seems like Cody and Miley had an amicable split. We spoke about this on the show. It kind of seems like, you know, Miley mentioned on her Instagram Live, like, don't be surprised if you see us out, you know, getting pizza next week. Like, they've been friends for very, very long time. And they're going to continue to be friends. And this is how, you know, relationships should end. Like, unless something serious happened or that you can no longer be friends with that person. But it is healthy. You know, you spent time with this person, you have a relationship. It's normal for people to be friends after a split. So are any T-Tribers surprised that he's out and about? Or do you think he should continue to go and have fun? I mean, he's single now. What do you think, Courtney?
I think that it would not be an unfair speculation to say that Miley and Cody separated so that she can promote her song. Honestly, I just, at the timing of all of it, the fact that Miley's like, now don't listen, y'all, don't be mad when y'all see us making out at the acai place again. Like, you get what I'm saying? It just sounds like it was all sort of like a rollout stunt. You know, Miley and Cody broke up, and I think that they expected us to be like, and then Midnight Sky came out, and although it was an excellent record, it's really, really, really good. From what I've seen, and feel free to come wrong, the buzz around it is not as big for Miley Cyrus as I expected it. Like, when We Can't Stop came out, girl, we could not escape that. And although this just came out Thursday night going into Friday, I just have not seen the buzz. Like, I would see, like, you know, when Billie Eilish drops a hit, like, we can't escape it. When Lizzo comes back and breathes on the flute again, we're not going to be able to escape it. I almost forgot about it a little bit. So I'm curious to know if you feel lukewarm about the song or Miley, Alex and T-Tribe, and do we think that we will see them get back together next week? I just wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, you know, I feel like there has been decent buzz around the song. The song is doing well. I think it's definitely a stunt from Miley in general, like having this kind of, she actually, I know we said Joan Jett on the show, but she said she was channeling Stevie Nicks in it, which is same kind of rocker vibe. But, you know, I think people love the song and people love this whole music video. I do think it was weird to kind of pair it with the breakup, though, because yes, does it make sense that this is about being single and enjoying your life? But it was like the same day. It just was weird timing for me. I personally would have probably tried
hours apart.
Yeah.
I went to film my reaction video and I said in the video, I was like, ooh, I literally took my phone and I went, oh, at the time of me filming this, Miley and Cody done broke up, y'all. Like, it was weird to me. Now, Miley, your team should do better than that. Let me move this down. Yeah. I'm over here looking at the angry ass floating. Why y'all ain't tell me?
Here we go. Now you can really tell us how you feel. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Cody should be living his life. Obviously, they weren't meant for each other, whether you believe it was a real relationship or it was a stunt. I know there are a lot of opinions about their relationship. But at the end of the day, it seems like this was kind of Miley's doing. So Cody should go and live his life if this is not his person.
Yeah.
But let's get back to this Katy Perry news, because this is some fun news. Of course, Katy is still doing her Smile Sunday live streams. And on this latest one, she gave her followers a sneak peek around her unborn baby's nursery. And then she's like, do you guys want to see some of the clothes? Which obviously this was planned. And then she showed a onesie that was covered in Orlando Bloom's face. So it's all over. I'm sure you've seen people do this all the time. It's really funny. I love this so much. How do you feel about this? Do you think it's too much or do you think it's cute, Courtney?
I think it's cute because I think back to our conversation about embarrassing the kids. Now, listen, my kids, prom first date, you hanging out with friends for the first time, and I'm dropping you off, like the baby book, like will be underneath the driver's seat of my car. So absolutely, I'm a stan of it. I feel like Katy is going to be the quirkiest parent ever, and I'm very excited for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. She's going to be that mom that kid. Like, that's totally, and I think it's really funny because I don't know. I guess we don't know as much into who Orlando Bloom is. Katy, we know who she is. We see the costumes, we see everything. Like, it's fun. She's going to be that mom that dresses up on Halloween. Like, Orlando Bloom seems a little bit more chill, but we actually don't know him, so this could all be speculation. But this is funny. It's just like embarrassing.
He certainly has a sense of humor. He certainly has a sense of humor. That would be fair to assume if he's, with Katy Perry, because she's campy and fun. So like, I'll say this, and random, because y'all know I'm not a fan of this. I would not be mad down the line at a Katy Perry Orlando YouTube specific original something like a 3-part, certainly not more than 3-part Katy Perry, she's a mom, get into our relationship kind of moment like Justin and Haley did. Like, that's a couple I'm interested in because we don't know a lot about one half. There's a story to be there. Justin and Haley is like, girl, the mess boxes. No shade to y'all, but
so funny. I love this. I would do the same exact thing. I mean, who obviously someone did this to give Orlando Bloom a laugh, and Katy. Mm-hmm. Do you think Katy actually made it, or do you think like a fan made it?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Katy made that. She probably loved her man. She's like quirky. That's such a campy gift. Totally. I see her going to have that made, girl. When you're pregnant, maybe you laid up, girl, just scrolling online. You're like, oh, that would be cute. 2:00 in the morning. You never know.
I love it. All right. Well, I want a onesie, Courtney, with your face all over it. How do you feel about that? I'm going to wear it on the show, and you can wear my face.
Here's an idea. So look, the morning tea starts, girl, right? You guys get to a rollaway chair, girl, and then we just turn around real slow, and we reveal the onesie. Y'all would lose it. Oh, my God, y'all would lose it. That's an idea.
Do you imagine? And we're going to use the Pink Panther song. Do-do, 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 do. And then we just turn around and you and me in onesies with our friends. I mean,
I'm genius. For it. That's an idea I stand. That's genius. Your brain, your mind, the power. Whew.
Amazing. All right. Well, until we get our onesies, we got to talk about our favorite family because it's that time in the show for our Car-Jenner tea time. So, Courtney, take it away and get us ready for all this tea we have to spill.
Alrighty, if you guys are all ready for all of the tea from behind the Car-Jenner gates, be sure to turn your volumes down for Car-Jenner tea time! Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just myself.
Yes. All right. So first up, we're talking about Kim Kardashian's new collab with her old BFF, Allison Statter. So Kim has a new makeup line coming out just in time for fall. I think it's a collab, not a new makeup line, but of course, she announced on social media that KKW and Allison line would be dropping on August 28th. So this collection will include an eyeshadow palette and lip crayon in addition to 2 3-in-1 face palettes and a clear lip gloss. So if you zoom in, Leo, on the top palette, you can actually see there's like other photos of them kind of just young, and it's really, really cute. I mean, of them, you know, growing up. Kim also posted some photos on her Instagram of them like traveling. I think it was San Diego, and they were like 7 or 8 years old in these really cute outfits. Of course, Kim and Allison have been friends since elementary school, and Allison has appeared on the show many times. She's also one of the few people Kim follows on Instagram. So, of course, they're very, very close. And then for those that don't know much about Allison, she actually is the daughter of the music exec Irving Azoff and the co-founder of Blended Strategy Group, which is a celebrity and influencer marketing, public relations, and branding agency. So, what do we think of this collab, Courtney?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Barbs, if you're here, all 3 of you, Allison, that would make Allison, for those of y'all that completely didn't understand what Alex just said, this really key piece of information. Allison then is the daughter of Nicki Minaj's manager, Irving Azoff. We love Daddy Irving Azoff making things happen. Things are coming out on time. Everything is stellar. So, girl, we love Allison because we love her daddy. So we might got to get this. Well, I'm not going to get this because I don't need it. But y'all women that love Irving Azoff and Allie, you might want to spend your coin on this.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome because Allison also seems to be like a boss woman in her own world. You know what I mean? Like, she's the founder of a strategy group too. So not only does she have a famous father, but she's made something for herself. And that's really, really cool of Kim to kind of create this palette with someone that obviously supported her before she was the Kim Kardashian. And I think that's something that's really, really awesome. We know that Taylor Swift does this. Taylor Swift has a best friend named Allison too. She obviously like supports her and brings her into everything often. And I love when celebrities do that because it's important, you know, to share your success with people that were there by your side, you know, through some of your lowest times as well.
Oh yeah, girl, I'm waiting for that day. Wait until I put my friends on, the real ones.
Right,
girl, we gonna have the makeup palette too, girl. All my pictures, girl. Y'all gonna buy that out too. Just wait, hold on.
Of course.
I got this money.
Okay, well, let's move on. Speaking of the Kardashians and new stuff, of course, some of you have seen the new trailer for this upcoming season, and there is a lot of drama. So Khloe kicks things off by telling viewers they're back in action. Then she's seen holding a very tense conversation with, of course, Tristan, with whom she shares 2-year-old daughter, True with. We've talked about that many times on the show. They're discussing what went wrong in their relationship. So currently, it's rumored that Khloe and Tristan are back together. They're buying a house together. They're back on. So are we excited to see the kind of Khloe and Tristan getting back together unveil on the show, Courtney?
No. I will pour a shot of tequila for Khloe's self-esteem. Go on, let me get that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like...
Do you think that's going to last, Alex? I think that's the biggest question. We already knew that they were going to get back together, right? We knew that eventually they were going to move into a quarters together. We think that they will last? I think that they're going to get married.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they're going to get married for sure. I did a video on it. I did a real speculation, not confirmation. It just seems to be the only, like the natural next step, right? So Khloe and Tristan, even though he cheated on her, she took him back. They're quarantining together. They're flirty at the friend's party. Tristan sells his home. They're moving in together. They want to give True a sibling. Girl, the wedding is right around the corner. The question is, will they be interesting enough still for all of us to want to watch? I guess that's really the question. Will you want to watch a Khloe and Tristan wedding?
Yeah. Just I mean, with everything that's gone on, yes, 100%.
My ass is watching.
I mean, I've been spending hours of my life speculating about this relationship. I'm not going to watch the televised wedding. 100%. But to answer your point, that's very surprising. I didn't think that was going to be your answer. That they, I thought you were going to say they're not going to last and whatever. I don't wish bad on anyone, but now that you said that, I kind of agree that is the next step. If she's kind of saying like, listen, world, this is my man and I'm going to stick with him and this is what we're going to do. A marriage would be the next step to kind of confirm like, you guys are all wrong. This is my man and we're going to be happily ever after. So I hear you.
Mm. The only thing that makes me sad, you guys, and keep it real, is the fact that, and I know a lot of y'all disagree, but it's a little bit different for me because I met him, so it's a little different. And I know, Alex, when I talk about celebrities that you have met, it just is different. Have that personal, that interaction with them. I wish that Chloe would be doing all of this brouhaha with Lamar more than any person on this planet. Because although Lamar has made mistakes, hearing him talk about her in person and just seeing body language, energy, good cologne, I ain't never gonna let it go. He just really, truly that woman. And so to see someone that clearly doesn't mistreat her, no matter how all of us feel about her, kind of sucks. But I will take a shot to that though. Bam, cheers.
Yeah, let's take a shot to
cheers to Chloe's maybe. Bam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll watch it play out, but we will, of course, get more insight on the upcoming season to kind of the conversations they had up until now. So, if you're invested in their relationship, as we all, I guess, are at this point, I think it'll be interesting to kind of see more of that insight. But let's move on to this Kylie Jenner news because we are coming up on the end of the show and we have to get to our OMG story of the day. So Kylie clapped back after a fake Instagram appeared to show her captioning a self-portrait brown-skinned girl. So yesterday, Kylie exposed the doctored image on her Instagram stories, revealing she had originally captioned the post, brown-eyed girl. She said, saw online someone photoshopped this photo I posted to change the caption from brown-eyed girl to brown-skinned girl. The fake post sparked some attacks to Kylie and accused her of stealing Black culture. How does anyone ever know like what is real or fake, Courtney? This is crazy that someone can just take a photo and do what they want with it. It can get really dangerous. And at the end of the day, I think legally this would be slandering if this wasn't Kylie actually captioning her photo. This is I actually don't quote me because I don't know if that's the correct legal term, but there is something that is not okay with doctoring an image and writing a different caption. What do you think about this, Courtney?
It's just like what the screenshot said. If Kylie, first of all, the reason why this is a big deal outside of it just being a Kylie's not Black thing is because y'all know that there's like and I can't even begin to speculate what's going on there truthfully.
Yeah.
So none of us know. We know that there's some sort of weirdness between Beyonce's family and the Degeneres. Now, why, if this is real, which I believe it's not, why would Kylie Jenner sit up there and use a lyric from Beyonce's Brown Girl, which is why people were upset. A song that's definitely meant to uplift young Black women. Here you go, Kylie Jenner doing what she does. I won't say it. You can watch literally any episode of this to hear me talk about how the Kardashians steal from Black people. But that's why there was some sort of outrage. However, I do not believe that it is real. It's definitely doctored because like the screenshot said, if it were real and she really did caption that, we would have screenshots from anyone and everyone. Like I would have been able to see it. You would have probably seen it, Alex, just going across your timeline. We would have seen it other places besides just this one picture. So I don't believe Kylie is the villain here.
I agree. I think that it was definitely doctored. There's no question about that because Kylie showed the proof. I'm just like, it's just really crazy with social media that people can just kind of change the narrative however they want. And I hear people's concern with it, but I also don't think it's right to doctor a photo like that. Because people, even if it's taken down, I feel like I feel that happens to a lot of people. And people can take it down. If Kylie really wanted to go to court and do something legal about this, she can. But once it's out there, people don't forget. And I feel like that's something that you can't really change. But let's get to our OMT story of the day, because we have a lot to talk about, a lot of tea to spill. So get this. The Ellen DeGeneres show second apology comes as 3 of her talk show producers have parted ways after the internal investigation. So the 3 producers were Ed Glavin, Kevin Lehman, and Jonathan Norman. All 3 were top producers of the show. And then get this. There's rumors that Twitch, her DJ, has been named co-executive producer of the show. So that's some big news for Twitch. A source revealed to People that Ellen had held an emotional video call to the entire staff yesterday. She said she wasn't perfect and explained that she's a multi-layered person who is trying to be the best person she can be and learn from her mistakes. She also reportedly said, "I'm hearing that some people felt that I wasn't kind or too short with them or too impatient. I apologize to anybody if I've hurt your feelings in any way." She also emphasized that she wants to make it better and make herself more available to the staff. And then she applauded the staff for making the show a success for 17 seasons. She thanked them for their hard work and shared that she cares about each and every staff member. So, do you think that, firing these 3 producers is enough? Do you think viewers will still come back?
Well, I'll say this. I definitely think that the firing of the producers was the right decision, because I remember when I read, or rather was reading articles, one of those producers definitely, allegedly was doing some things he was not supposed to be doing, with some of them people in that office. So I'm very glad that whether Ellen believed the rumors or not, she just took action. I'm not so sure actually, let me keep it real, Alex. I know that there is a certain kind of person that don't care about none of this that has happened, and they have their head in the sand, and they will continue to watch Ellen every single day, simply based off of the strength that she of their routine. I feel a little bit shaky on it. All one to saying, it's a step in the right direction. Sure, absolutely, definitely a step in the right direction. I just don't know if I were an employee of the Ellen DeGeneres show, I don't know if I would trust Ellen after this, because you've allowed this for so long, and it appears as though only now, because you've got caught, now your hands are no longer clean. There's blood on your hands, big brother. Now all of a sudden you feel like you need to apologize. But had people been saying this for years and years, Alex? Why didn't Ellen hold a virtual meeting then? Why didn't she try to improve the morale of her staff members then? You want to know why? Because it was not affecting her show and her pocket. Now all of a sudden it's affecting her show, her brand, her pocket, and now she wants to apologize. So I feel very meh about it. I don't know if I would accept her apology if I were an employee. How do you feel?
Well, I feel like Alonce was saying, I feel like this is, and you also confirmed, that it is a step in the right direction. She's taking acknowledgement that something went wrong, that these producers, these allegations were correct, I guess, or they had enough evidence where the producers deserve to be let go from the show, so that it's a step in the right direction. She's taking action. However, I feel that the show, unfortunately, has been tainted. And I think that her "be kind" mantra that she said at the end of every show has been tainted. So that whole aspect of it, I feel like the show is going to need a complete shift. They're going to have to really, really kind of go deep and find stuff internally between the staff and each other where they can create a new Ellen DeGeneres show. Because where it is right now, like you said, people are not going to forget. They're not going to completely disregard everything. Like it's crazy, but I feel like it has to change a lot. Some people will accept this apology and move forward and they have the right to. And I think other people will stop watching. Maybe they won't agree to watch the show anymore. So I don't know. It's tough, but I do.
There are already people, Alex, that are like, Well, why is it such a big deal that Ellen was mean? People are divas all of the time. And I think that sometimes people forget that, sure, it's a show that you guys watch, but at the end of the day, for the people in that office, it's a job. And you always
Right.
want the communication at your job between all of your team members to be positive and thorough. So it just doesn't seem like that's happening. So you should be upset
Right.
if Ellen was doing the things that people are saying she was doing behind the scenes. You should be upset because it could easily be your son, your daughter, you or me, or anyone that we know. So yeah,
Exactly. Lynn made a good point in the chat. She said, words mean nothing, actions speak louder. I think that is, I live by that and I agree with you. I think we'll just have to see if these actions in the right direction continue. And it's everyone's choice whether they want to consume content or support people or not. So at the end of the day, we'll just stay tuned. But I'm happy to hear that they took a step in the right direction, or the show and Ellen apologized, because she's taking accountability. Whether you believe it or not, she doesn't have to really apologize if she doesn't want to. No one can make you say something you don't want to say. So you got to give her credit for that. But on that note, it's all the tea we have to spill today. We had a very, very big packed Tequila Tuesday, Courtney, right?
Yes, God, girl, it literally was a double shot. Bam.
Double shot. I got a little left. Maybe we'll take another one because there was so much tea.
I'll take a small. Hang on. Girl, she gonna take the rest, girl. Let me get a little taste, girl. Hang on, girl. Let me do it real quick. Don't cut us off. Hang on.
Oh,
Bam, girl.
Finish it off. And on that note, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, for What Wesley Say Wednesday, because we got to hear everything Wesley has to say about the tea we have to spill. And of course, I'm Alex Schiffman. You can follow me on all social media at Alex Schiffman. And Courtney, if they're new here, where can they follow the revolution?
For more pop culture videos, you can follow me on my own individual YouTube channel, and you can also follow me on social media. I almost said at social media. On social media at Courtney Revolution. Just take that and type it up top. Bam.
T-Tribe, before you go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you need to do in order for us to bring you the morning tea every single day. And on that note, Courtney, why don't you take us out? Because I think it's time to wash our hands a little bit. What do you think?
You got it, girl. We will see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for What Wesley Say Wednesday. And now it's time to wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands.